What am I paying you for? Talk about movies. Who has questions? Who has questions? Yes, sir, you have a question.
How long, can I ask before
Sorry,
you ask a
quiet,
question?
don't ask it.
I want to ask Ted a question. No, I'm kidding. How long did we go? How long does this last? Till an hour, till 2 o'clock. Okay, good. Because I want to just kind of know in my mind. Okay. All right. You can proceed.
Proceed with your question, sir.
I was surprised by the, I don't want to say twist, but I guess twist in Spider-Man 3 with the reprisal of your role bringing you back for the flashback and so forth. I guess, were you surprised by that? And you probably can't give me details even if you know details, but in Spider-Man 4, are you going to be coming back as the same character again or a different character? Because seeing you in person versus the Spider-Man movies, naturally, with the makeup and the hair, you look very different. So it's,
To your second question, thanks for the question. If I told you what I was going to do in Spider-Man 4, I'd have to kill you. Okay? So I can't tell you about Spider-Man 4. But what I can tell you about the first part is that Grant Curtis called me up and said, Papajohn, we're going to bring you back for Spider-Man 3. And I go, yeah, right. Because I died in the first one. And he goes, no, we're really bringing you back. So I sat on it for a couple weeks, and a couple weeks later I went to a Michael Binder hot dog charity function at his house, and I saw Sam Raimi. And I was with my wife, and I went up to Sam. I go, conversation, gave him a hug, good to see you, Sam. And I go, is it true? Am I coming back? And he goes, Papajohn, you can't tell anybody. I'm not going to tell anybody. He goes, we're bringing you back, and you're going to have an accomplice. You didn't kill Uncle Ben. I go, Sam, I've been holding that on my shoulders for 4 years, and you're telling me that now? And then I looked at my wife and I said, honey, now we can have kids. True conversation, Sam busted up laughing, but I was thrilled to come back and work. Even though I still take credit for killing Uncle Ben because I startled the Sandman and the gun went off. So I killed Uncle Ben. Me. All right? I take that responsibility. I put him down again.
I have nothing to add to that. I agree. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
Yeah, I guess this is more of a question for Ted, simply because I'm a little more familiar with your career. You've done a lot of TV work, you've done a lot of film work. It seems like, historically, pattern-wise, and please correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of your larger roles were recurring roles as when you were a recurring role on a TV show. And a lot of your film work has been reasonably smaller, like, 5, 10 lines, like little bit parts, supporting cast member.
Yeah.
Is there something you prefer working on, like, as far as continuity-wise? Is there something you prefer about working in the movies, even though it's a smaller part?
So just to clarify, you want to know why I work more on TV than I do in movies, and why my movies parts are smaller?
Well, no. I mean, I know that's the casting directors or what have you, but I'm just saying, like, as far as you're willing to take a lot of...
Because TV's a series?
Yeah, well, I mean...
Yeah. Movies are like an hour. No, you want to know why it's a little short. You know what? I tell you why. I believe it's when it comes to big features, they want you to look a very specific way, generally, because like any big brand, you have a lot of sponsors to go through. So TV, they're a little more, perhaps a little more lenient than some movies. That's the way I've always looked at it. I've always been more successful in television. For that reason, I think it's just the amount of people you go through, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of a bit of a square peg, kind of an actor, because I've got kind of a nice guy persona, but I look like a weird dude. I don't look like the buddy next door. Bill McIntyre. I'm just not that guy. So they don't know where to put me. So as a result, in movies, I play lunatics a lot. I play a lot of crazy people. I play a few jerks, like not nearly as many as Michael, but that's for obvious reasons. No, I'm teasing. So in TV, I don't know. I mean, I've played everything. They can't seem to place me where, but that's fine. But that's the only reason I can honestly think of, is just my face. It just doesn't fit movies, but fits TV quite well. I don't know why.
Small screen, big screen.
Yeah. Anybody else? Question? Yes, you.
So you just, My Name is Bruce just came out, not just, but like that's made its mark on the, I guess, circuit.
Yeah.
Can we expect any more Ted, Sam, and Bruce, like maybe a sequel or anything else coming out, or is he like?
Well, with regard to me and Bruce working together, we're trying to we are working on we're doing pre-production for a new movie, so it'll be our third movie together. But I can't tell you any more than that, I'm afraid. But yeah, we always like working together, and I think we counted it out. Bruce and I have been in feature films. I think we've been in 11 or 12 features together, and yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of movies, and then I don't know how many hours of TV from Cena and Hercules and all that stuff. We worked a million times together. So yeah, there'll be more stuff, but I don't know if it'll be with Bruce, Sam, my brother, and I working all together. But certainly Bruce and I, and then Sam and I, and then Sam and Bruce. But like that, I think, yeah. Anybody else?
Let me pick somebody. It's kind of rude. You're always picking.
Let me.
Well, hold on a second. Weapon. You know I bought my weapon. Hey, next commit. We were talking. Oh, go. That's rude. All right, go
I'm
ahead.
listening.
Go ahead.
Ask away.
Go ahead.
The Jockster song, and will you bring it to Lucy's concerts?
Do I have a favorite version of the Jockster song? Yes, anyone I don't have to sing. It's my favorite version of that song. I've sang it so many doggone times. Will I bring it to Lucy's concert? Yes, but I don't think she'll want to sing it. When she's singing with like a backup band of the greatest soul singers in America, they probably won't want to just start launching into the Jockster song. But they might, but I'll ask her.
I'm picking now. You pick. You know what? The question better be directed toward me because I'm getting a little insecure. Go ahead.
What was it like working with Cliff Robertson?
Like I said, I'd kill him again. No, it was great. I mean, no, look, be on Spider-Man 1, the first one, and which I really didn't have the opportunity to be around Cliff. All I did was watch the movie and cry because he died and realized I did it. It's funny when kids walk by the table like, I made you cry, didn't I? They deny it, but they did. But, because he's an older man, but to show up in New York again and be on Spider-Man 3 and be able to meet him and talk to him. And
It's cool too, I imagine,